We have been doing business with Taiwan for a very long time, since they are a very close neighbor. However, this is very much in the context of our One China policy. We continue to respect and to behave with that policy. It's a reset in the sense that if we are beginning to detect or to feel an increase in tensions or an escalation in tensions, then we have to once again go back and talk to our friends in China and say, look, this is not headed in the right direction. Let's find ways to bring the levels of tension down, to de-escalate, and so that we do not get to the point where one of our forces, your vessels, our vessels, the sailors that sail on them make a mistake or there's a misunderstanding. So let's continue. So we continue to talk, and that is something that has been really ongoing. Every time there is an incident, I suppose you could call it a recess. Let's not do that anymore. What was the problem? How did it occur? Why? How do we avoid it in the future? So that's what that reset really means. All we are concerned about is the defense of our territory and the maintenance of peace and stability in the region. That is all that the Philippines is concerned with. That is all the Philippines will promote. That is all that the Philippines will endorse and support. So to allow an attack on anyone from the Philippines is contrary to that policy. So we will stick with that policy where all that we do is work hard to maintain peace and stability in the region. I don't think that that's in any policy statement that we are distancing ourselves from China. We are continuing to find many instances where we are very much in cooperation with China. China is one of the biggest investors still in the Philippines. And just as an example, during when the war first broke out in the Middle East, China was one of the countries that we engaged with. We engaged with many countries, but China was one of the countries we engaged with. And to the credit of the People's Republic, they dealt with that engagement on a purely practical, business-like, professional level. And all of these, shall we say, conflicting claims in the West Philippine Sea simply did not enter into that discussion. And so the idea that we are somehow distancing ourselves from China, quite the contrary. China is only one of two countries where we have a no visa policy. And so that is hardly distancing ourselves from China. We're opening our doors to China and to Chinese travelers. We have been doing business with Taiwan for a very long time, since they are a very close neighbor. And those arrangements and partnerships that we have with them continue. However, this is very much in the context of our One China policy. We continue to respect and to behave with that policy as the dominant principle in the treatment of both the People's Republic of and our more local engagements with Taiwan. We have what we call MECO, which is and the TECO, which are the two bodies that serve, but they are purely commercial in nature, and we do not really enter into other kind of arrangements with Taiwan. Again, because we hew close and continue to engage China within the context of our One China policy.
Upgrade your news experience with the all-new HT app. Download now